EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Football Team and the Carolina Panthers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Allen going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Allen's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Gibson here running out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Allen. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And they are going for it. Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
On play action, Allen. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To the air, Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Darnold from the gun. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. To throw again on second down. Darnold. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Watch the safety creep. He's crashing. He's checking.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striking down to the 47-yard line. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Ready? Check. 52's the Mike. Check. 52's the set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 41, Darnold. That is caught by Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Darnold's throw complete to Foster. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To the air again, Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Watch twins. Ready? Get him. Kill. Hey, turn it up. You go tight. You got tight right there. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I know he ain't got it. 50
Here's Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Darnold to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. They'll start by running the option to the right. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, the deep ball has been a big factor in why they have the lead that they do. But here, this defense finally said, hey, enough's enough.
Yeah, and obviously they've had their struggles all game long. Now, this won't make up for the deficit that they already face, but it is something that they can finally feel good about.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Foster. A very solid gain of 27. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again is Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
56.
Allen now looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. but that time they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown there. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gibson again.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A handoff for Gibson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Darnold now to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. Again, Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. 20, 10, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear him. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That caught by Tremble. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To throw again on second down. Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.